Hey, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. In these crazy times that we're living in, I just want to make sure my people in my community is safe. I need to preface this video by saying these videos are for entertainment purposes only. However, I do not feel that. These videos should be enlightening you of what's going on, what's going to be happening, and let you know about the crazy things that's going on in our world. So if I can get you guys to hit the like, comment, subscribe. Unfortunately, I'm not being monetized. I can't be accepted into the partnership program. So if you do want to help out the channel, there's the cash app. However, it's totally up to your discretion. So sorry for the long intro. I just had to get that out. Without any further ado, yo, let's check out some of this crazy shit that's going on right now. Buckle up. Here we go.
If you see this bug in your house or outside somewhere, get away from it or get rid of it as fast as possible. This is a kissing bug, and it's already spreaded a rare and deadly disease named strangest across 32 different states. The crazy part is that the people who have it may not even know they have it. The disease is hitting places like Texas and the southern US in general hard, but experts are also saying that up to 100,000 people in California could be infected without even knowing. And that's because the bug spreads a parasite to human beings that remains dormant for 50 or 60 years and isn't really found until a person has a stroke or heart attack. Unfortunately, by that time, the parasite will be discovered, but it's already caused major heart problems, and for many, it'll be too late. The wildest part is that these bugs aren't even that rare. I've personally seen them before. Sometimes they'll be on windowsills or flying around by lights outside. The good news is that the parasite and disease is treatable. People have already gone to get tested, so if you've had encounters with this bug, gotten bitten by it, anything, or it's just in your house maybe, go ahead and get tested because you just never know.
I've never seen one of those bugs, and I hope I never see one of those bugs. The kissing bug, huh? Yeah, that's crazy. Let's keep going.
There is a deadly parasitic outbreak happening in the US right now that you need to know about. It is critical. So there is a bug. It is nicknamed the kissing bug. I'm going to put a photo of it here so you know what it looks like. And it has a tendency to bite you on your face. It likes dark crevices. It likes to, unfortunately, hang out in mattress crevices and home crevices, and obviously outside. And it bites you, and through that bite,
that's giving me bed bug vibes. Are these bugs related to bed bugs?
its feces are able to enter your system and transmit a parasite that in acute symptoms, save this so you know, acute symptoms mimic Lyme disease, chronic pain, chronic fatigue, fever. The hallmark symptom is swelled eyes and eyelids. I'm going to put the photo here so you know. Like any infectious disease outbreak, you want to be cautious and careful because
Again, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research, find out if it's true or not.
I feel like we never really have all of the information. They're saying it's only in 30 states right now.
I wonder what 30 states. If you guys know, leave that in the comments because I want to know.
So you don't think anything happened crazy during the eclipse today? Well, are you sure you were paying attention? Because I captured something crazy. This is the sun. That's a lens flare. So you tell me what that is. It's not a lens flare. And I've been saying for a while that the sun we see is just a projection from the sun in the firmament. And not only did I catch it, but my friend Brandon Thomas, who has the Expanding Reality podcast, used a solar filter and not only caught one, but he caught two. And you guys might not be Bible believers, and that's okay, because I wasn't either, until I realized we didn't live on a globe. But if you look at what the Bible says, it talks about the sun being in the firmament. And not only that, but there being layers of the firmament. So if the sun was in the firmament, maybe we are seeing the reflections in the different layers of the firmament, where usually we just see the projection or...
So what y'all think? Y'all buying it? Let's keep going.
Hey guys, just a quick one. So just to announce, the Vatican has just released.
Hold on. The Vatican releases new supernatural guidelines in UFO crash retrieval in Magenta, Italy in 1933. So there was a Roswell before Roswell? Or a Magenta?
New supernatural guidelines and is currently doing a live press conference in Italy to discuss the following. So the Vatican is offering new guidance Friday regarding supernatural.
Hold on. Look at the date. $200? What is that? 20,025?
Phenomenon and
Typo.
other apparitions.
Gotta be a typo.
Presenting now new provisions of the dicastery for the doctrine of the faith. So as we know, David Grush was talking about the first discovery of a UFO in Magenta, Italy in 1933 under the Mussolini regime. And Pius XII, who was the current pope at the time, back-channeled this. And apparently the Catholic Church did get involved in hiding and securing this craft until the end of the Second World War. I don't know what they're going to be discussing. I don't even know if they're going to be mentioning UFOs in this stuff, but the Vatican is very well aware, and it's very well documented in their historical archive about the aerial phenomenon that we're currently witnessing and have been witnessing for some time. This is fresh off the plate from News Nation, literally posted 15 minutes ago. I will leave a link and also all associated stuff to find News Nation and their current news bulletin on this issue. It's a quick one, so all done with that.
Okay, real quick. Is it me, or has there been a surge of a lot of UFO talk? UFO sightings, orb sightings, UAPs, whatever you want to title it. There's an agenda in play. Now, Project Bluebeam is a real thing. Do your research, do your homework. But they will be using Project Bluebeam to kind of tenderize the people, kind of like you tenderize meat before you cook it. And there will be something that's going to happen. It's going to be hard to differentiate what's real or what's not real. But this month is a prep month for next month. Next month is going to be, let's just keep going, y'all. Y'all see what's going on. They talking about stuff more and more for a reason. Conditioning. Think about all the little stuff that's going around the world right now. Conditioning. They're trying to get some chaos going. It's an uprising. They're trying to pay attention, y'all.
What the fuck is the government gearing us up for, y'all? They just released this video of a UFO. They said this joint just took one of our best missiles and it just kept flying. This is the orb right here, y'all. And the missile that the military shot at this joint is designed to tear through tanks and bunkers.
This video was released through the congressional meeting.
Boom. And that joint bounced off and kept moving like Marshawn Lynch. All
now, I did come across
is that shit is not man-made.
I did come across a better video with excuse me, and the explanation for it. I'm gonna try to get that in the next video.
So what I'm trying to understand is what kind of fucking technology can just get hit with a missile and keep moving? That shit don't make y'all mind like, what the fuck is really going on? Let's just say hypothetically that this is some sort of outside being. If that joint is able to take out one of our best missiles, what you think they gonna do if they come here on some bullshit? Nigga, we all might be fucked. My question is, why is this footage just coming out now? They had this shit for a while. Are we finna see something?
All this stuff is coming out now because their back is against the wall and they got to do a disclosure before the great reveal. And they've been pushing it back and now they pretty much don't have a choice. So you're going to see a lot more UFO, UAP sightings and news briefings and even on the mainstream news pretty soon. They pretty much don't have a choice. They're running out of time.
Then we're not supposed to see? Like, are they preparing us? Because like I said, if they've been sitting on this for a while, what is making them disclose this shit? We've been asking these questions. So why now all of a sudden they like, here, the pressure's too much. We're just gonna let y'all see what's going on. I'm not no fool. Does this have something to do with that AI Atlas shit that's supposedly supposed to fly past Earth and supposed to have like little mini probes or some shit? Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments.
Nothing's outside of the box, y'all.
Hold up, y'all. Did y'all see what happened to Nicolas Cage?
Stop playing with God.
This man was in Greece filming a horror movie about Jesus.
Don't play with the Most High.
Story. And while he was filming, they went into a cave and bees, a whole lot of bees, just swarmed this man and started stinging the shit out of him. Y'all
have anybody seen the video of that?
People that was on the scene said that shit was out of nowhere. The way they swarmed him.
I gotta look that video up.
Y'all know why too. Who the makes a horror story about Jesus? They had this man in the cave looking like this. God be telling y'all, stop motherfucking playing. If that's not a sign from up above, I don't know what it is then. Do y'all notice that every single time that Hollywood try to do some little weird, wicked games and come up with these weird movies to try to mock God, Jesus, y'all notice some weird shit always happen to them, right? Not even some weird shit, some crazy shit. Some of y'all be thinking, it's just a movie, it's just entertainment. Yeah. No, bruh, this is a spiritual war. I'ma say this loud and clear. Y'all better stop playing with God, because every time y'all do, he shows y'all who's really running it, who's really in control. And when it comes to Hollywood, they're not in control.
Pay attention to this, man. This is crazy. Listen close.
Hey, how many of y'all heard about this? I just came across this actually today while I was in the process of doing this video, so I had to throw it in there. But is this true? Afronet? If they can do it, why can't we? And those that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about.
Africa, but the entire digital world. Quietly, without the fanfare of Silicon Valley press releases or glossy Google keynotes, Africa flipped the switch on an internet of its own. For 1.4 billion people, the rules of the game just changed. For decades, Americans and Africans alike have lived under the illusion that the internet was universal, borderless, and fair. But the truth is far less romantic. The web you and I know is not a neutral highway of information. It is a toll road owned and operated by a handful of corporations headquartered in California and Seattle. Google, Amazon, Microsoft, they have been the gatekeepers deciding how fast your search reaches you, how much you pay for access, and what information rises to the top. And Africa, for over 20 years, has been forced to play by those rules. That ends today.
Oh, that's
the
changing.
African Union has unveiled what it calls the Continental
I ain't
Internet
mad.
Exchange, a parallel infrastructure built not in the image of Western corporations, but for Africans themselves. It is not simply another internet service provider. It is a digital declaration of independence, the technological equivalent of a revolution. Think about it. When a student in Lagos wants to look up African history, why should their query travel through Europe and back, filtered by algorithms that often bury African voices? Why should an entrepreneur in Ouagadougou pay inflated fees to Silicon Valley shareholders for cloud storage when servers could sit in their own city? And now, here is the question we must all ask: what happens when 1 of 1? 4 billion people stop renting space on America's digital highways and begin paving their own. What does it mean for Google, for Washington, for the very idea of a unified...
You know, if this is true, talk about a war. Oh, when you hit them bankers in their pocket, they react. Something major gonna come of this.
by internet. Stay with me until the end,
This
because
big,
this
y'all.
story is not just
This
about
is
Africa's
huge.
future, it's about ours. If you believe that.
Yo, y'all gotta understand that right there. That's major, y'all. I mean, just think about it. 1.4 billion people just stopped using Google, Microsoft, and they got their own. Think about how much money they're losing. And then you got to think, would other people, other countries follow suit? Oh yeah, something's going to happen. They're going to try to put the brakes on that. Something. Think about what happened to Gaddafi when he. Let's keep on with the video, y'all. But this shit gets realer and realer by the day.
Hey y'all, they just told
I've been
them
waiting
people
on
they
this.
need full disclosure on everything in the Smithsonian.
I don't think they're gonna do it.
I don't think y'all understand what this means. We about to get full disclosure, y'all.
I hope.
All the questions we've been having, Memphis the real Egypt, Tartaria, free energy, bro,
Grand Canyon, all that.
Y'all don't think y'all understand. Stay tuned. I think the Vatican might be next. Street Poets.
What do y'all think? Y'all want that to happen or no?
What's going on? Let me preface this whole video by saying this is just for fun. I have no idea. It's just speculation. Again, no facts here. Except, do y'all remember that big earthquake that just happened in California? A whole lot of sources and a whole lot of people are picking up a whole lot of radiation over there. But why? The gamma radiation is triple the level of anywhere else. And this came right from the EPA, and multiple people were reporting on it from multiple different sources. The current, as it's being reported, is a high of 600. I think normal range is like 100. And y'all know the drill, it does get weirder because I look at a lot of dots. First, a certain Elizabeth says, I don't know, but Sacramento is hazy AF. I have a massive headache. Probably not related. Someone else said the EPA was offline. It's back up now. But you ready for the craziest part? This was a literal flight pattern that just happened last week.
Wow, no way.
Sure, it's unrelated, and I don't think anything weird's going on, but what I'm saying is you can never escape the frequencies. And what I'm saying is everything is literally connected
No
in this
way.
earth. Numbers, words, letters, signs. How do you think numerology works? Again, nothing factual here except the report. All for fun. Nothing serious, nothing nefarious. Goodbye.
Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that.
Did you know that every myth is based on some truth? And did you know that Africa could be the real Skull Island? All my days. So I stumbled across these old maps, and for some reason they've shown Africa as a giant skull. The landmass fits perfectly. There's not just one map, there's a few, and they all show Africa in the same way. They always tell you the truth. You've just got to be able to understand their language. In this movie, they was hinting that giants exist. It's one thing to understand that giants exist, but what about titans? I've always wondered why they always seem to show Africa as the main landmass. They're rubbing it in our faces. The truth is always hidden in plain sight.
Was he reaching?
Remember, the maps are flipped upside down
Before
to
the flood.
discredit the work of your ancestors. As we see here, Septon is at the bottom. If you know maps, Septon is the north. It's always at the top. Now let's look at the map the right way. See if you can get your memory back. Now, if you can't see and understand this truth, you just love the lie. Because, man, truth ain't hidden. It's always in plain sight. But when you love the lie, you can't see the truth.
Wait a minute. That was pretty interesting, y'all. What if the flood covered up most of them land masses, or most of the land mass that left the little islands that we call continents? And I don't know. Let's see what's going on, y'all. But
I don't think you're ready for what I'm about to show you. And it all has to do with that. And I don't care what type of map you use, whether it's a globe or a flat earth map or the old ones, you gotta see this. Like I said, I don't care what type of map you use. The bottom line is, in all of them, it looks like at some point, South America and Antarctica were once connected. And you can see it here, up there, and there. And if you look all the way back to the 1587 Montes map, you can see they did connect. Here's just a little different look from the same map and a closer view from the same map. It's connected. And when you take a closer look on the maps, it almost looks like something blew this out, okay? Like they were connected and something came through and blew that out, right? Well, have you ever gone to look at that area on the satellite imaging? Do you see what I'm seeing here? As in a giant snake's head?
Leviathan?
Do you see that? And
wow. Man. Excuse me. That was crazy, y'all. A little glimpse of what's going on. Y'all forgive me. I tell you, Mary get a hold of me. Sometimes she don't like to let it go. And sometimes I don't want it to. But yo, these some of the crazy videos that's going on. Give you an insight of what's going on around the world, what's being hid from us, what's been put in plain sight. Let me know how y'all feel about these videos. Let me know if it's something that resonates with you. If not, share it with your family and friends. See how they feel about it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Next time, peace out.